Unit 4, we are discussing randomized search algorithm, and in this category of search algorithm, basically we will be discussing heuristic search algorithms as that of the other algorithm that we have discussed in Unit 3. But these algorithms, they, as we have seen, they come under the category of randomized search heuristic algorithms because they use some kind of randomization to make the diverse search space or exploration of diverse search space to avoid certain problems that we encounter with algorithms like hill climbing search, like local maxima, plateau or ridge kind of region. So for that purpose, certain modifications have been done, and during that process, you need to randomize. So randomization is done by using random number generator. So that's why this unit that we have named that as randomized search algorithms. So basically three types of search algorithms we will be discussing in this unit 4. We have started with simulated annealing algorithm, and after that we will be discussing genetic search, another method which is used for solving optimization type of problems, which are modeled as a search algorithms. And then we will be discussing uh, third kind of algorithms. They are called as ant colony optimization algorithms. So let us start with what we were discussing. We will continue our discussion with simulated annealing algorithm. Uh, as I told you, this algorithm uses, that comes under meta-heuristic technique, and that uses probability as well as neighborhood solutions in its implementation. Therefore, we have put this simulated annealing under probabilistic as well as neighborhood search technique. So let us start with the first part that we have discussed in the last lecture, that is difference between hill climbing search and simulated annealing. Hill climbing search is a local search and which has problems because of that, like local maxima, ridge and plateau kind of region. But another difference is there. In hill climbing search, our problem was maximization problem. So remember this. So you have maximized your objective function. That means ultimately you have to find out the maximum value. You have to reach to the top of the hill. Maximum energy level. That's what we can say in connection with simulated annealing. But as opposed to that, unlike that, in simulated annealing algorithm, we are going to model our problem as a minimization problem. We will see why we have done this way. Your problem can be in reality maximization, as I told, that if it's a cost, then you are going to minimize, right? And otherwise, for example, if it's a traveling salesman problem, we want minimum tools, so also it is a minimization problem. But for example, if it is a financial model, financial system, and you are modeling profit, so profit you are going to maximize. So in that particular case, problem will be a maximization problem. So it depends upon the domain or problem whether you should maximize or minimize. In hill climbing search, we have modeled that problem as maximization problem, and in simulated annealing, we will be minimizing the objective function. So this is another major difference. Okay. Uh, Another problem that we have seen in hill climbing, that it is sensitive to the starting state. That means solution, whether you are going to reach to the solution or not, that will be dependent on from where you are starting. Let us recall. For example, suppose, sorry, uh, your search space is something like this, and you have started from this particular starting point. And if it's a hill climbing search, then you are going to encounter local maxima, and algorithm will return this A as a solution. right? Otherwise, another possibility is there. If you start with this starting point, this one, then you are going to reach to this point, maximum point, algorithm will terminate and return this B as a solution. What is the problem? If it's a maximization problem, what is the solution to this problem? Actual solution? Ankita,
Yes, sir.
what is the solution if your search space is like this and if it's a hill climbing search? What is the actual solution? What solution algorithm should return? Maximization problem.
If सर आपण जर लेफ्ट हँड साइडने स्टार्ट केलं तर ए रिटर्न
No,
होईल.
that is okay. That I told you. But what is the actual solution? What algorithm should return?
टॉप ऑफ द हिल.
So what is that solution? Bhagyasri? Bhagyasri Tide? Bhagyasri? Manish?
Yes, sir.
Left hand side search space maximization problem. What is the solution to this search space? What solution algorithm should return?
Sir, B.
Correct. Why? Because that is the global maximum. It's
Global
a
maximum.
maximization problem, right? It's a maximization problem. So since it's a maximization problem, algorithm should return this B as a solution. This is the solution. But if you start from left hand side, it will return A as a solution. If you start from this point, it returns B as a solution. So hill climbing search is sensitive to the starting point. That's what we have seen. So this is another problem with hill climbing search. So from where you start, uh, your solution depends upon that. And we have also discussed this simulated annealing process. Actually, it's a metallurgical process, right? Where metal or liquid is fed, fridge, or if it's a metallurgical process, then metal is cooled. Two different variations are there. One is if it's a liquid, then freezing of that liquid from liquid state to the solid state, right? That process. And if it's a metal, then metal high energy state to the low energy state. That means converting that metal into the uh, low energy state. That means solid state. That means melted metal converting it into the solid state. That is the process, annealing process, where metals are melted. So this annealing process that has been modeled, and we are going to use that in implementation of this simulated annealing algorithm. So we will revise what does this mean. Already we have discussed this. We have seen it's a variation of hill climbing search. At the beginning, some downhill moves are permitted. The idea is why we allow this downhill move, enough exploration of the whole search space at the early stage. So on, final solution will be relatively insensitive to the starting state. Again, I am repeating. Although it's a variation of hill climbing search, what is the difference? Here at the beginning, we will allow some downhill moves. Downhill moves are not allowed actually, but out here we are going to allow them. Why we are going to do that? To explore the search space completely, so that it will take care of all kinds of solutions. As we have seen, the solution that initially we may find out, solution path that is attractive, later on that may become unattractive. So for that purpose, enough exploration of whole search space is allowed at the early stage. And therefore the solution will be insensitive to the starting state. Okay, which is one of the problem with hill climbing search. Now what we are going to do in simulated annealing algorithm, two changes we have made. One is in the objective function, instead of heuristic function, you will find out that we are using the term objective function, and we will minimize rather than maximize the objective function. In hill climbing search we maximize, out here we are going to minimize. So what is this simulated annealing? As we have seen, we have modeled that in the form of this equation. But what is this? Let us recall that it's a computational process, and that is patterned after the physical process of annealing, in which what we do, metals are melted, that means raised to the high energy state. When we heat metal at very high temperature, so energy is increased, and gradually we cool that until some solid state is reached. I have given you the example of iron smith, right? So initially the metal is heated to the high energy state, so it melts, and after that we give it a proper shape, required shape, and then we allow it to cool down until it reaches to the desired state, that is solid state. The goal out here in this process is to produce a minimal energy final state. That means cooled state, temperature is low, that is the final state. Thus, the process is one of the valley descending, in which objective function is the energy level. So therefore our objective function out here, objective function, earlier we used to call this as heuristic function, here we were going to call that as objective function. So basically this objective function, what is this? It expresses the energy. So you have to model this energy as a objective function. For example, if it's a traveling salesman problem, so what will be the energy there? So energy is related with temperature in this metallurgy. But if it's a traveling salesman problem, then energy will be what there? Duration of the trip or distance traveled by the salesman, that will be the energy in traveling salesman problem. We know that one more thing, physical substances usually move from a higher energy state to the lower energy state. But there is some probability that a transition to high energy state will occur. Although the physical substances, they move from high energy state to the low energy state. For example, if it's a temperature, on this axis, suppose we have temperature T. So initially temperature will be high, and then gradually that is decreased. So it moves from high energy state to the low energy state. But there is some probability that transition to the higher energy state will be allowed, and that probability we have given by P is equal to e raised to minus delta E by T, where this delta E is positive change in energy. and T is the temperature. Okay. So what is meaning of this? Again, probability of large uphill move is lower than small one. Also the probability that uphill move will be made, it will decrease as temperature decreases. So as temperature will decrease, probability that uphill move will be made, that will also decrease. So initially that probability will be high, and as the time will progress, temperature will reduce, that probability will be less. So this already we have discussed. So therefore, as I told you, it's a optimization of a type of problem. We are going to model this for the domain of optimization problems. Uh, this is the crux of this algorithm. It picks a random move. The algorithm is basically a hill climbing search. Instead of picking a best move, it picks a random move. This is important. In hill climbing search, always you select the best move. Out here, somehow you are selecting the random move. That's why it comes under randomized search algorithm. Now, where randomization is incorporated, that we will see actually. Probability already we have seen. If the selected move improves the solution, then it is accepted. Otherwise, the algorithm makes another move uh, with some probability less than 1. So this is where actually this randomization is incorporated. Now this probability decreases exponentially with the badness of the move. So if the move is bad, that means not attractive, then probability will be less, very small. So if move is better, then probability of selection of that particular solution will be higher, which is the amount delta E by which solution is worsened. That means energy is increased. Then in that equation, let us go back. Here we have seen there is a parameter called as capital T. What is this T? T is a temperature. This parameter T is we are going to use, that is used to find out the probability P. This is probability P, and this probability P, as we can see, it's this is a function of two parameters. One is E and another one is T. What is E? What is E out here? This probability equation selecting the worst
Energy.
move, energy, right? E is the energy. Now what is energy? That is problem dependent. As I told you, if it's a traveling salesman problem, we may say that the distance traveled by the salesman, that can be the energy. And T is temperature. Parameter T is temperature. This temperature in physical systems we know. We heat the metal and then the temperature, we increase the temperature and then energy increases and it melts. At higher values of T temperature, that means uphill moves are more likely to occur. Actually, it's a minimization problem. Always remember, simulated annealing is minimization problem, but this is important. Remember this, at higher values of T, if temperature is high, uphill moves are permitted. Now, when temperature will be high, anybody can make out, answer this question. In a system over a time period T, when the temperature will be high, at what time? At what time temperature will be high? Uddesh,
Uh, its maximum time.
pardon?
Its maximum time.
Means suppose this is a time axis, right? And on x-axis we have time. So along with this, when the temperature will be high, higher values of T we are seeing in simulated annealing along with this x-axis. So on this axis where exactly? Uddesh. This is 0. This is energy.
If energy is low, then temperature is high.
Energy is low. That means this point temperature is high. Right, correct. Uh, who answered this?
Agent.
Agent. Why energy will be low initially? What might be the reason? Because of the annealing process. Your answer is correct. What is annealing process? Initially temperature is very high because you want to melt the metal. So therefore temperature will be very high. Okay. And then gradually we pull down. So as temperature increases, energy decreases. Okay. Initially at higher values of T, uphill moves are likely to occur. So since it's a maximization problem, generally what algorithm tells, any algorithm, search algorithm says that you make a downhill move because it's a minimization problem. Since it's a minimization problem, therefore always you should minimize. Okay, you should go down. But that's not the case. In the initial phase, at higher values of T, that means this part, higher values of T, that means initially uphill moves are allowed. That means solutions which are not good solutions, those kind of solutions are also selected. That's what it means. As T tends to 0, they become more and more unlikely until algorithm behaves or more or less like hill climbing search. What is meaning of this? As T tends to 0, they become more and more unlikely until algorithm behaves as that of your hill climbing search. You think on this. In next lecture I will ask again this particular statement. At T tends to 0, they become more and more unlikely until algorithm behaves more or less like hill climbing. So basically what we are trying to say here, it's a minimization problem. We are going to minimize the objective function. Since you are going to minimize, but algorithm differs from hill climbing search in such a way that in the initial phase of this algorithm, when temperature is high, uh, you are going to select moves, uphill moves with certain probability to make it diverse, and to avoid the problems of hill climbing search. Okay. Any difficulty up to this concept of this algorithm? Algorithm we will see now afterwards. But up to this is the concept of simulated annealing algorithm. Now what happens, one more thing, during this annealing process, if you carry out it properly, then you are able to reach to the desired state of the metal, desired structure, crystalline structure of the metal. But if we make a mistake during this annealing process, what is more important in this annealing process? The schedule. What schedule? Uh, how you are going to reduce the temperature, that means cool down. So that cooling schedule is very important. Okay. uh, so if you cool it down properly, I have given you example of Iron Smith put that metal into the water, so that is a cooling, that is proper. If it is not done properly, what happens? The axe, that for example you are making axe, Iron Smith is making axe, so whatever axe Iron Smith has prepared, it may become smooth or it may become more hard. So we don't want it very smooth, because it will not be able to cut the wood properly. It will be blunt. If the wood is hard, it will become blunt immediately. Otherwise, another extreme, it may become very hard in such a way that sometimes you might have found that if you hit that axe on a hard wood, sometimes it breaks also. So that should not happen. If it has been done properly, that means annealing has been done properly, then you will find out it will not be smooth, it will not be too hard. Okay. So any difficulty up to this? Concept of simulated annealing algorithm. Varsha, Komal, Vaibhav, Vaibhav, Harshal.
No,
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty in concept of simulated annealing algorithm?
No, sir.
What is the concept? You tell me in few lines. It's a search algorithm basically, right? But actually physical annealing process that has been modeled to find out the solution, right? In algorithm we say solution. Physical annealing process is something like that you heat a metal at very high temperature and let it cool down. Okay, that is annealing process. So desired state out here is the desired state of the metal, crystalline structure of the metal. In algorithm we want solution. That is the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So desired state of metal, that is the required state in annealing process. In algorithm, solution. So therefore, this algorithm is used for solving optimization type of problems, basically. So if there is no question, we will continue further. Certain there are conclusions that we can make, that equation is very important. Again, go back to the equation. P is equal to probability that uphill move will be made, that is equal to e raised to minus delta E divided by temperature T. Actually, the original equation says that, actually I have directly written this equation. In original equation, uh, the equation is minus delta E by kt, where this k is a Boltzmann constant. So we are ignoring this parameter k. Since it's a constant, we are removing that. Therefore, equation is minus delta E by t. Okay. Uh, Therefore, you can make out from this, in a physical valley descending that occurs during the annealing, the probability of a large uphill move is lower than the probability of small uphill move. Okay, remember this sentence. In physical valley descending, actually your problem is now valley descending problem. You are not climbing a hill. It's a minimization problem. So therefore, what is the solution if it's a search space? This is the solution, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Why? Because it's a minimization problem. So valley descending we are saying, therefore the physical valley descending that occurs during the annealing, the probability of large uphill move is lower than the probability of small uphill move. Uh, Also, the probability that uphill move will be made decreases as the temperature decreases. Same thing I have been repeating right from the beginning. Initially, you are allowed to make the uphill moves, okay, but as the time will progress, as temperature will decrease, then probability will decrease. So initially you are allowed to explore the search space, but as you are going to progress further, as temperature will decrease, then that probability will also decrease. Thus, such type of moves are more likely during the beginning of the process when the temperature is high. So it becomes less likely that at the end, as the temperature is lower, you are going to make a uphill move. Okay. Another way to characterize this process is that downhill moves are allowed at any time. Okay, that can also be done. It depends upon how you implement. Large upward moves may occur early, but as the process progresses, only relatively small upward moves are allowed until finally you reach to the solution. The rate at which system is cooled, that is called as annealing schedule. Okay. So how you are going to reduce the temperature, that has been decided by the schedule. Physical annealing processes are very sensitive to the annealing schedule, as we have seen. If the annealing has not been done properly, you may not get the required desired crystalline structure. If the cooling occurs too rapidly, remember this, if we cool down, that means I have told you that Iron Smith sometimes he or she puts that metal piece into the water. So that means cooling is done rapidly. What happens because of that? Stable regions of the high energy will form. What is energy? Difference between your temperature. That is actually the energy. Okay. Difference between the temperatures. So if you suddenly cool it down, put it in the water, then what will happen? Cooling will be rapidly. So stable regions of high energy will form. So same thing we can say that, in other words, a local but not global minimum is reached. So that is very similar to reaching to the local minima, and we don't want that. That's why we have modified this hill climbing search algorithm. Therefore, you should cool it down properly. If however, if we allow it to cool down too slow, what will happen? Another extreme. If slower schedule is followed, what will happen? A uniform crystalline structure which corresponds to the global minimum is more likely to develop. You will get a global minimum. That's what we want. But what will happen because of that? But if the schedule is too low or too slow, what will happen? Time will be wasted. So what is the conclusion from this? Annealing schedule should be proper. You should not cool it down too rapidly at very high speed, or it should not be cooled down at very low speed. So it should not be too slow, it should not be too high. If it is too high, you are going to encounter the local minima. If it is very slow, then time will be wasted, although you will get the global maxima. So we want in between. At low temperatures, lot of time may be wasted after the final structure has already been formed. That means you will get a solution, but you will be uh, uh, performing iterations for longer period of time, although you have reached to the solution. Therefore, optimal
सर
annealing schedule. Yes.
सर स्लाइड दिसत नाही.
Okay, let me check out. Is it visible? Now is it visible?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So optimal annealing schedule is desired. The optimal annealing schedule for each particular annealing problem has to be discovered by experiments. So there is no formula or something like that, that this formula has to be used for annealing, performing annealing for a particular problem. It depends upon the problem, and for the given problem you have to carry out experiments and arrive at the appropriate annealing schedule. Okay. Then I have compared this algorithm with hill climbing search. Okay, before that we will go to the analogy. Physical annealing, physical system, and our optimization problem that we are discussing. Comparison of both of this. On left hand side we have physical system, and right hand side the algorithm modeling of this physical simulated annealing process into the form of algorithm, modeling that in the optimization problem. In the physical system, we say that system state, right? State of the metal, right? Or state of the system. Initially that is at the high energy state, right? Such a terms we have used. In algorithm, same thing, we are going to call that as a solution, right? In physical annealing, we have molecular positions of the what? Atoms, right? That metal, we give temperature, high temperature, so it melts. So molecular structure changes. That is similar to decision variables in optimization problem. Then here we are talking about the energy in physical annealing process. Same thing in model, we are going to call that as objective function, right? In physical system, we say that minimizing energy. We start with high energy state, or metals, they have physical processes, they have property that they move from high energy state to the low energy state. Your problem is a minimization of energy. Out here, instead of minimizing energy, what we are going to call minimizing cost. Okay. Then in physical system, we say that ground state. Here we say that global optimal solution. Then in physical annealing process, there is a term called as quenching. Okay. Here in algorithm, we have local surge. That is very similar to the local surge. So this is not the desired state of a metal. Here also we don't want algorithm should encounter the local minima. In physical system we say that temperature. Out here in optimization problem, in this simulated annealing algorithm, we are going to call that as control parameter T. So we are going to initialize this T with some value, and then we will reduce this temperature over a period of time by using some annealing schedule. Okay. Then real annealing process is, just now we have seen the metal is at high energy state and then we let it cool down to arrive at some desired crystalline structure. Out here in algorithm we are going to call that as simulated annealing. So this is how physical annealing process we are going to model that as in the form of algorithm, and we are going to use that for solving optimization type of problems. Okay, any question up to this?
No, sir.
This slide is showing you analogy between physical system and optimization problem. Okay. Now, if there is no question, if I ask you a question, what is the difference between simulated annealing procedure and hill climbing search procedure? Little bit difference is there, similarities are also there, but how they differ, how hill climbing search differs from simulated annealing algorithm. So there are three major differences. What are those differences? This is the algorithm that we will be discussing just now, whatever we have discussed. But what are the differences? First is annealing schedule kind of thing was not there in hill climbing search. Okay. So here you will have to maintain the annealing schedule. Then second difference is in hill climbing search always you select the better state, but in simulated annealing algorithm you are allowed to select bad
Random.
states, worst states in the initial phase of the algorithm. Third difference is, yes, what is the third difference? In hill climbing search you only remember the current state, current base state, but out here in this algorithm you are going to store in addition to that the base states found so far, better states or base states found so far, all those you will be storing. So memory required will be little bit higher than hill climbing search, but later on if you come to know that final state is worse than the earlier state, then algorithm will be able to return the base state. That is not the case in hill climbing search. Okay. So shall we move to the algorithm now?
Yes.
This is what the algorithm functioning of algorithm is. What we will do now, we will put it in the form of algorithmic steps. As usual, first step is evaluate initial state, same as that of earlier algorithms. If it's a goal state, return and quit, return that as a solution and quit. Otherwise continue with initial state as the current state. Okay, so start with some starting state S. We'll put it here. Suppose S0 is a starting state. We have started with this. It's not a goal state, suppose. So we will make this as a current state. S0 is the current state. Initialize base so far to this current state. We are going to call this state as a base so far state also. It is a current state as well as based so far state. Initialize T according to the annealing schedule. Annealing schedule, that is problem dependent, as we have seen. Some formula you are going to use. Differential equation that will be used for this purpose, right? And you are going to change the value of T accordingly. Then you will have to repeat this ABC until solution is found or no operators are left as usual. Now what we are going to repeat? Select an operator that has not been applied to the current state, apply it and produce a new state. So one operator I have selected and that has produced another state. Suppose that state is S1. Evaluate this S1. What is meaning of evaluation of S1? You find out value of that objective function. Okay. Then compute delta E. Now what is delta E? Change in energy. How to find out change in energy? Value of current state minus value of new state. So what is your current state? H0 was the current state, which was the base so far state, and this is the new state. So difference between these two, that means value of this H0, that means value of the objective function at H0 minus value of the objective function at S0, S1, that will give you delta E. Okay. If this state is a goal state, S1 is a goal state, return it. If it's not a goal state but better than current state, make it the current state. So you compare value of S0 and value of S1. You find out, if you find out, suppose this value of S0 is, let me assign the value there. This value is 51 and this value is, suppose, 53. So now tell me whether the new state is better than current state. Compare S1 and S0. Which one is better?
S0.
S0.
S0. Why?
Low cost.
Right, correct. S0 is better because always in simulated annealing our problem is a minimization problem. Since your problem is a minimization problem, state having lower cost, that will be the better state. Always you will be finding out state having the lower cost. Since S0 is better, its cost is 51. So H0 is better. So base so far will be H0 only, not S1. Okay. Therefore, come over here. If that state is better, if but better than the current state, then make it the current state, that is base so far state. Base so far, what is base so far now? Base so far is a variable, memory variable, where you are going to store the state or partial solution path. So initially H0 was assigned with base so far, base so far. What we have assigned initially H0. After X1, what is base so far now?
H0.
Right. It is H0, not S1, because H0 is still better. Otherwise, had it been some other case, if suppose value associated with this S1 is less than H0, in that case, we would have made this S1 as best so far state. Okay. So, I think you have understood this up to this. If it is not better than current state, now currently that is the situation. It is not better than current state. Then make it current state with a probability. This probability, as we have seen. Although it is not better state, but still you can make it better state with a probability. What is that? E raised to minus delta E by T. What is delta E here? What is delta E in this case now?
-2.
Value of current minus value of new state. Value of current state is 53. Barabar. Value of current state is 53 minus, sorry, 51 minus
51
value of
minus
new state is
53.
53. So minus 2. So e raised to minus of minus 2 by t. What is this? E raised to 2 by t. T is some value, it will be. Okay. So this will give you some value of a probability. Right? Here you will get a value between 0 to 1. And because of that, now what we have to do, although it is not better, you can make it better with this probability. Now, where there is a role of randomness, this is done by using a random number generator, by producing a number between 0 to 1. If the number is less than p, then move is accepted, otherwise do nothing. Now what we are going to do, we are going to generate a number between 0 and 1. Suppose that number generated is 0.4. Okay. Random number. So randomly number between 0 to 1 is generated. If the number is less than p, now suppose probability here is 0.6. This value happened to be 0.6. If the number is less than p, now this number is less than p, this 0.4 randomly generated number is less than 0.6, right? If this is the case, then the move is accepted. What algorithm will do? Algorithm will accept this move and your current base state will be now S1. S1 is current state. This step is very important. Understood? This small b in fourth step, 4b. This is 4b. Did you get this step?
Yes, sir.
What you have to remember, you are finding out change in energy. How you are finding out change in energy? Value of current state minus value of new state, right? Then although the newly generated state, if it is a better state, no problem. But otherwise, if it is not better, still it can be better. Probability is used for that purpose with a random number. You find out a probability. Now this probability p is a function of E and T. As I told you, this p is a function of energy and T. Okay. So you find out this probability. Then use a random number generator. Random number generator will generate a value between 0 to 1. If the generated value is less than the probability that you have calculated, what is this probability? Probability whether you should select, what is the probability that you are going to select the state as a current state. new state as a current state. So if that probability is greater than the randomly generated number, then accept that state. Had it been a hill climbing search algorithm, we would not done this. Hill climbing search algorithm would have selected the current base state only. But here this state is not a better state S1, but still there is a possibility that S1 can be selected. Now always this is not the case. As I told you, you just recall the previous discussion. Initially this probability will be higher. This is designed in such a way that in initial phase of the algorithm, probability of selecting worst state is higher. As time progresses, as temperature decreases, probability of selecting worst move will be decreased. Okay, so otherwise do nothing. Revise this T as necessary according to the annealing schedule. Return base so far as the answer. Otherwise you repeat in this. Select an operator. So you are going to select another operator. Apply that on S0. But if S1 is a better state in that particular case, here you would have selected an operator that would have generated another state. And we will be repeating this until you are reached to the desired solution. Okay. This is how the algorithm works. So I will revise the steps again. So you start with some initial solution. If it's a goal, return it. Otherwise, make that as a current solution or base so far state. Initialize annealing schedule. Repeat the steps until you reach to the solution, desired solution. Select an operator. Apply it. That will generate a new state. Find out its energy. If the newly generated state is a goal state, return. Otherwise, repeat. If now there are two possibilities, newly generated state may be better than your current state, then no problem, make it a better state. Otherwise, if it is current state, find out the probability T is equal to e raised to minus delta E by T. Then use a random number generator. It will generate a value. Now because of this value is not fixed, that is randomly generated. Every time that value will change. And you compare that probability with this randomly generated number. If probability is higher, you accept that state although it is bad state. Repeat this until you reach to the goal node. So why this has been done? Again same answer. Initially there might be a case that you are finding out some solutions are unattractive, moves are bad, but there might be a case later on those moves you will find out they become better, and the current in the initial phase whatever you felt that will reach to the goal fast, you will find out later on those paths will become the bad paths, might become the bad paths. So therefore to avoid that, to encounter local minima, to avoid local minima, diversity is incorporated. You are going to explore the whole search space by incorporating this probability and randomness specifically, so that algorithm will always give you the optimized solution. So already I have told you difference between simulated annealing and hill climbing search. We will revise that again. Here we are maintaining annealing schedule. That was not the case. In simulated annealing algorithm, moves to the worst states are allowed. That was not the case in hill climbing search. Here you are incorporating a memory which stores the base so far state, so that later on if you come to know that you are on the wrong path, you can retrieve the previous base path. Okay? Now what are the applications of this algorithm? This algorithm has been used for solving optimization type of problem. So all those problems where you need optimized solution, these are the applications of this algorithm, like traveling salesman problem, graph partitioning, quadratic assignment, all these are optimization problems, scheduling, job shop scheduling or scheduling type of problems. Then linear arrangement, VLSI design, specifically where placement of various parts, then routing, layout out there, this can be used. In image processing, it is useful. In information theory, code design, it is used. There are certain matching problems where there is no exact solution. Optimized solutions are required. Out there also, this simulated annealing algorithm can be used. Okay. So let us summarize. Simulated annealing mechanism that has been derived from the physical annealing process. It explores the whole search space globally. Because of that, it could solve local minima problem. Here, optimal annealing schedule must be discovered to get the optimized solution. It's typically used in discrete but very large configuration spaces. Remember this. For continuous, it is not advisable. But if very large spaces are there, then this is used. Therefore, we say that it is used for solving optimization type of problems. It is also useful in finding global optima in presence of large number of local optima. There are certain set of problems where you will find out lot of local optimal solutions are present. Out there, this algorithm is useful. So this is how this simulated annealing hill climbing search works.